Hi friends, my name is Millie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you my December TBR. So as you can see, I've sort of started getting in the Christmas mood. I've got the gong cow, I've got a Christmas jumper on, I've got my Christmas blanket on the chair, but I don't feel all that Christmassy. So what I am hoping is that these books on my December TBR will get me in the festive mood. So I've picked quite a few Christmassy books for December. I obviously have books that I need to read in December, like series I need to finish, or books on my 2024 TBR that I haven't got around to reading yet, which isn't gonna happen. But I really want to read some Christmassy books. So I've got a good stack here of Christmassy, festive, wintry reads that I think are going to be perfect for getting me in the Christmas, December mood, and a good way to round out the year as well. I mean, it's not wintry here. I live in England, in the south of England, so there's no snow. You know, there was snow in England recently and we got like, I don't even know, a millimetre of it, like nothing compared to other parts of the country. So it doesn't feel very wintry here really, apart from feeling bit colder than usual. So that's why I'm hoping these books will get me in the winter festive mood. So we're going to start off with what I'm hoping to read like in the couple of days before Christmas, around Christmas Eve, and that is Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. So this is going to be my first ever Terry Pratchett novel, and this is actually book 20 in the Discworld series, but I have been reliably informed that you can read them in any order. So I'm going in with Hogfather because I've been recommended this by a colleague who thinks I'm going to absolutely love it. And I mean, I know I should read, or should have already read, Terry Pratchett as a self-proclaimed fantasy lover, but I haven't read any, so this seems like a great one to start with because it is Christmassy. So I will read out the synopsis. "'Twas the night before Hogswatch, and all through the house it was too quiet." So I'm assuming that Hogswatch is the Discworld's version of Christmas. So the stockings are ready, the sherry and pies are waiting by the fireplace, but the jolly fat man is missing. It's not right to find death creeping down chimneys and trying to say ho ho ho, but someone's got to bring the little kiddies their presents, or else they might stop believing. Belief is important in Discworld, particularly on the last night of the year when the time is turning. If the real man in the red suit isn't found by morning, there won't be a morning ever again. A festive feast of darkness, jolly robins and tinsel. As they say, you'd better watch out. It sounds so much fun. It sounds very Christmassy. It sounds like a kind of really cool twist on Christmas as well. So hopefully I'll love it. My first ever Terry Pratchett book. And I'm also just obsessed with the cover and the fact that the reindeer are pigs instead. So I think that's very fun. The next one I've got is not Christmassy necessarily, but I do think that the setting of it will be perfect for December, for those cold winter nights, if we get any snow maybe. It is Blackwood's Blue Sky by Ewan Ivey. So Ewan Ivey is the author of The Snow Child, which I read last December, I believe, and really enjoyed. Absolutely gorgeous, sort of fairy tale retelling almost. And this one is another sort of fairy tale retelling. It is a reimagining of Beauty and the Beast, and the reason that I feel like it's going to be a perfect winter read is because it's set in the Alaskan wilderness, so there's lots of snow, kind of dark forests and stuff, and I just think that's going to be perfect. So you're following this woman called Birdie, who is a waitress at a lodge, I believe, and she always has to bring her daughter to work and stuff, but at least her daughter never goes hungry. And then she meets Arthur, who is very quiet, gentle with her daughter, and understands Birdie's fascination with the mountains. So Arthur asks Birdie and Emmeline to come and make a home with him, and Birdie says yes in a heartbeat. So it says, "Out in the wilderness, Birdie's days are harsher and richer than she ever imagined possible. Here she will feel truly at one with nature. Here she and Emmeline will learn the whole fearful truth about Arthur." So I'm guessing that he is going to be the beast in this scenario, but yeah, hopefully it will have some kind of wintry vibes to it. It does have snow on the cover there, so I'm very excited. I really like Ewan Ivy's writing style, so we'll see. We've then got the first kind of Christmas romance of this list, and it is One Day in December by Josie Silver. I feel like I haven't heard great things about this book, but I found it in a charity shop a couple years ago maybe, and haven't got around to reading it yet, and hopefully this will be the year that I read it. It just seems very cute, very Christmassy. I do love a Christmas romance. We'll see. So Laurie is pretty sure love at first sight doesn't exist. After all, life isn't a scene from the movies, is it? But then, through a misted up bus window one snowy December day, she sees a man who she knows instantly is the one. Their eyes meet, there's a moment of pure magic, and then her bus drives away. Laurie thinks she'll never see the boy from the bus again, but at their Christmas party a year later, her best friend Sarah introduces her to the new love of her life, who is, of course, the boy from the bus. Determined to let him go, Laurie gets on with her life, but what if fate has other plans? Now, I'm not sold on the synopsis of that, because, you know, if you make eye contact with a stranger at a bus stop and you think they're the love of your life, fine. But if your best friend then introduces you to them as their love of their life, you let that go. You do not ever have those feelings for that person again. So yeah, like girl code above all else. So I'm not sure how I feel about that one necessarily, but I do feel like it's gonna be Christmassy, it's gonna be festive. We'll see. We'll see. The next Christmas romance that I have got is kind of also a little bit Halloweeny, and it is The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. So this is the third book in, I can't remember what the series is called, but the first book was The Ex-Hex, and then you had The Kiss Curse, and now you've got The Wedding Witch. So The Ex-Hex was a adult romance, witchy. It featured a woman who set a curse on her ex with a Bath and Body Works candle, and she didn't think it was going to have worked. But when he returns to the town 9 years later, things start going very wrong, and she realises that maybe the curse actually did work. And this one, I believe, is following his brother and the love interest. So we've got time travel in this one as well. So it says, a wedding to witness, a brooch to brooch? I can't remember how you say that word. To poach. And a house that's haunted as fuck. Bowen Penhallow has always been a loner, but when his friend, who happens to be a ghost, invites him to a Yuletide wedding at a grand Welsh countryside estate, Bowen reluctantly agrees. Tamsin Bly is not a witch, but she has managed to finagle an invite to the witchy wedding of the century in the hopes of making the score of the century. Just one priceless magical artefact from Tyrell House will set her up for life. But Tamsin isn't the only one sneaking about in the house, and the combination of a very strong spell and a classic wedding mishap transports Bowen and Tamsin back to the 1958 Yuletide celebrations. Bowen and Tamsin must work together to get back to the present, but first they must reckon with the origins of the house's haunting, and the fact that somewhere between the mistletoe and the bonfire, they might be falling in love. That sounds so cute. I really like Erin Sterling's writing style. It's just absolutely adorable. I really enjoyed The Ex-Hex and The Kiss Curse, so hopefully I will enjoy this one as well. And I just love that we've got like witchy and Christmas in the same book. Like, that is right up my street. We've then got a very short book in Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. So this is a Christmas romance from Tessa Bailey, who is the author of It Happened One Summer, and I read the It Happened One Summer duology, but I haven't read any other books by Tessa Bailey. She's written like hundreds at this point though, and I'm intrigued to see how she will tackle a Christmas romance. This one is very short. I believe it's only just over 200 pages, so should be really easy to fly through. So 2 weeks before Christmas and all through Manhattan, shop windows are decorated in red and green satin. I'm standing alone in front of the famous Vivant department store when a charming man named Aidan asks my opinion of the decor. Is this going to be rhyming the whole time? Please tell me the book doesn't rhyme as well. I hope not. It's a tragedy in tinsel, I say, unable to lie. He asks for a better idea with a twinkle in his eye. Did I know he owned the place? No, he put me on the spot. Now I'm working for that man, trying to ignore that he's hot. But as a down-on-her-luck girl with a difficult past, I know an opportunity when I see one and I have to make it last. I'll put my heart and soul into dressing his holiday windows, I'll work without stopping, and when we lose the battle with temptation, I'll try and remember I'm just window shopping. Okay, why did that have to rhyme? Interesting. I hope the book doesn't speak in rhyme as well. But yeah, it is a Christmas romance. Short and sweet, should be fun. Okay, coming away from the Christmas romances for just a second, we have got Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. So this is a novella in the world of Caraval. So I absolutely love the Caraval trilogy. I haven't read Once Upon a Broken Heart or any of that trilogy yet, but I did really love Caraval, so hopefully I will enjoy this novella. And I do believe that this is meant to be read after Finale, which is the third book in the Caraval trilogy. I don't think that you have to read Once Upon a Broken Heart and the other two before this, but I'll have to Google just to make sure before I read it. But it is cute, short, sweet, and it is set in when there's Christmas in the world of Caraval, which they call the Great Holiday, I believe. And I won't say the characters' names because I'm worried that it will spoil the Caraval trilogy without me realising. So someone is planning a spectacular holiday celebration, someone is searching for the perfect gift, someone's looking ridiculously handsome and green, and someone is not a fan of the Great Holiday. The perfect gift will hopefully change their mind, but it is Great Holiday Eve. Surely there's some holiday magic swirling around. Welcome, welcome back to the world of Caraval, where even holidays are not as they seem. Seems very, very cute. I love the world of Caraval. I'm really excited to see what Stephanie Garbo does with Christmas in this world, because Caraval is such a magical trilogy. It's so whimsical and wondrous and just amazing world building. So I'm really excited to see how she tackles Christmas, because I feel like it could just take that to the next level. And I especially love that you have the hidden covers with the Spectacular book, and this is the one that I got. So you've got like Christmas tree and gingerbread men and nutcrackers, and this book alone makes me feel really Christmassy, so hopefully I will really enjoy this one. This one is not even 200 pages, I don't think, so very easy to read, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. And going back to the Christmas romances, which there seem to be so many of on this December TBR, we have first of all got the new Ashley Herring Blake book, which is Make the Season Bright. I love Ashley Herring Blake. She is the author of Delilah Green Doesn't Care and that trilogy, and I absolutely love that trilogy. Top tier adult romances. And this is a sweet Christmas romance, and it's sapphic, which we love to see. 5 years ago, Charlotte Donovan was ditched at the altar. Now she's doing more than okay. Sure, her mother never checks in, but she has her band, the Rosalind Quartet, and her life in New York is a dream come true. As the holidays draw near, her ensemble mate Sloane persuades the quartet to spend Christmas with her family in Colorado for some festive peace. But when Charlotte arrives, she discovers an unexpected guest. None other than her ex-fiancé, Brighton. All Brighton Fairbrook wanted was to have the holliest, jolliest Christmas. Instead, she's stuck pretending she and Charlotte are strangers, difficult when Sloane's mum signs them all up for festive dating events. Soon, they're entrenched in horseback riding and cookie decorating, but Charlotte still won't talk to Brighton, not after what she did. One thing she can't deny is their chemistry, and slowly things start to slip through. Memories, music, and the way they used to play together, it all feels painfully familiar. But it's all in the past, and nothing can melt the ice in their hearts. Right? Oh, it sounds so cute. I love the sound of that. I really, really like Ashley Herring Blake's writing. I think it sounds adorable. I feel she'll do really, really well with a Christmas romance, so I'm very excited for this one. I think this one is going to be one of the first ones that I pick up in December, because I just love Ashley Herring Blake so much. And the final one that I have got is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. So this is the first in a series of adult romances. I believe this is the only Christmassy one. I think the other ones are set across the other seasons, but you have to start with this one, and it's Christmassy. So I've been holding on to this one for months to read it, because I've been so excited to read a B.K. Borison book. And here we are, I'm going to read my first B.K. Borison book, and I'm very excited. So you have a handsome, freckled data analyst, a messy, optimistic Christmas tree farm owner, and a small town with the best hazelnut lattes on the East Coast. In an effort to save the Christmas tree farm she's loved since she was a child, Stella enters a contest with Insta-famous influencer Evelyn St. James. With the added publicity and the huge cash prize, she might just be able to save the farm from its financial woes. There's just one problem. To make the farm seem like a romantic destination for the holidays, she lied on the application and said that she owns Love Light Farms with her boyfriend. Only there is no boyfriend. Enter best friend Luca Peters. He just came home for some hot chocolate and somehow got a farm and a serious relationship in the process. Will their fake love affair save Love Light Farms in time for Christmas? Oh, this sounds so cute. I love the sound of this. I love a Christmas romance. It sounds so adorable. I'm really excited to read B.K. Borison. I just have heard nothing but good things about B.K. Borison's books and writing, so this has me very excited. Hopefully I will love it as much as I'm expecting to. So that was the end of my December TBR. I obviously have, as I said, other books that I want to read, and the biggest book that's coming out in December, both in terms of importance but also page length, of course, is Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. However, I have not caught up on the Cosmere. I have only read the first era of Mistborn. I've still got all of the Stormlight Archive, all of Mistborn Era 2, all of Warbreaker and Elantris and Arcanum Unbounded, all of those to read, so I won't be picking up Wind and Truth this December. Hopefully by next December I'll have read it all and be ready to read Wind and Truth. I will hopefully be getting the hardback at some point in December. I'm going to treat myself to it, but I won't be reading that in December because I'm not caught up. Obviously, if I was caught up, that would be my priority in December because it is such a big book and I would want to dedicate my time to it, and obviously having reached my reading goal, it would be the perfect time, but I'm not caught up. So what can you do? What can you do? we move on. So yeah, I feel like I would want to read Wind and Truth this December, but I can't. So anyway, I'm going to be reading a lot of Christmas romances and I'm very excited to hopefully feel more festive with these books. And we are actually putting up our Christmas tree tomorrow, so by the time you see this, the Christmas tree will be up, and hopefully that will have made me feel a bit more Christmassy as well, and I can read a cute little Christmas romance for the start of December. So let me know what is on your December TBR. Are any of these books on your December TBR, or have you read any of them and what did you think of them? Oh, and if you have gotten this far but you don't know what else to comment, leave a Christmas tree emoji in the comments as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you want it, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye!